Part of our stewardship emphasis is we often have asked different folks to share a little bit about why they practice stewardship, why they give to our church. And so Bill Adamy is going to come and just share for a couple of minutes about what their household, what motivates them to give back to the church. So, Bill, thanks for coming.
Morning, everybody. My name is Bill Adamy. My wife and Angela and I, we have been attending church here since 2017. And the year prior to that, we spent actually in the Broken Arrow area trying to find a home. And we were told many times, all people are welcome here. And we loved many aspects of the church that we visited, but we came here one Sunday. And after hearing Larry speak and whatever he said, everybody here is welcome. Instead of just hearing that, I felt that. And we decided that day when we left, without much conversation, that this was going to be our church. And so then in 2019, we became members. And the thing that I love so much about our church, and the reason that I want to speak about stewardship today, is because there's so much that the church offers us. And I didn't know what to say to you guys. I was nervous about it, and I was praying on it, and during the week, and I was actually working in the flower bed, and I was praying, and I had this memory come to me. It was a memory of whenever I was 11 years old, and I lived in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And I was collecting for Little League Baseball. And I had on my Ideal Cleaner baseball t-shirt, that's who sponsored me, and I had on my white little pants, and I had a Maxwell Cup coffee can. And they took us and dropped us off into town in this one section, this little neighborhood. It was all duplexes. And I went up to the door, and I knocked on the door, and I couldn't see through the screen. I just heard somebody. I heard a man call out to me, who is it? And I guess I said, hi, I'm here collecting or something. And he said, okay, don't go anywhere. And I heard this rolling sound, and it sounded like he went back into his kitchen. I heard drawers open up and shut, and like 4 or 5 drawers. And then he called out to me again, you still there? Don't go anywhere. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to go anywhere. And he came back in, I heard him in the living room, and then he said, okay, and I heard him roll up to the door. And he unlocks the door, and he opens the door, and there's the kindest old man sitting in a wheelchair, and he had a nickel in his hand. And he had searching his house, and he came back to me with a nickel. And he dropped it into my coffee can, and I swear to you guys, I can still hear it hit the bottom of that can to this day. And that's, to me, whenever I was asked to talk about giving here, that's what giving is. This man gave from his heart. He gave to something that was bigger than him, and he gave to something that he wanted to be part of. And the stewardship with this church is that is exactly how I feel. I know that the church needs my nickel, just like he gave me. It needs my nickel for our ministries. It needs my nickel for our mission trips. It needs my nickel for to keep the lights on and to help everybody just survive, here. In my life, I get so used to turning on the electricity and expecting the light to come on. And that's the same way that it is with church. I come here every Sunday and I expect the doors to be open. And it's not about my church not being solvent. It's wonderfully solvent. It's about keeping it solvent for our children and the programs and for us. And so I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to talk to you today. And God bless you all. Thank you.